No, we're good.
Okay, call the Finance, Insurance, and Personnel Committee meeting to order. Roll call, Cooley here.
Wait here.
Haslow's here.
Approval of meeting minutes from January 15th.
Wyatt will move to approve the minutes from January 15th.
Haslow will second.
Motion by Wired, second by Hasley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approval is motion carried. Citizen input? Anything from
You wanna say,
anyone? Okay, moving on. Old business resolution 2026-03, the fire department bylaws. Hopefully you've received the copy of the bylaws that came out,
10 days ago?
yeah, or less.
Yeah, she said, yeah.
Did you, everyone get
After
a
his
chance
meeting.
to look at them?
I perused them.
I did too,
Yep.
because I think, where am I?
I have a few things I want to bring up, and it's up to the committee and Chief Butzine if they meet the level of review or not. If you have your copies, Article 2. This is Section 3 regarding the probationary period. It says, states that during the probation members shall not be permitted to vote on department business and/or be on department committees. And then I did find a discrepancy later on during elections that probationary, it's in Section 7, Section 5A, requirements for voting. Says members must have been on the department for a minimum of 6 months to be eligible to vote. So it's kind of conflicting. One says they're not eligible for department business during the probationary period, but they can still vote on officers at 6 months.
Which number was that? What page was
Yeah,
that?
that was obviously an oversight that's gonna have to be taken care of. They voted on to have them have the ability to vote at 6 months, but not be a full member until their 12-month probation is up.
So it is correct? Okay. In that same section, Section 3, Article 2, it's just a wordsmith thing. There's a kind of a long run-on sentence. The second one from the end, their elections shall be by ballot, so on and so forth. To receive the majority of the votes of members present, should be a period, and then a capital, no member shall be excused from voting unless, and that's nothing that's gonna hold anything up. Article 3, Section 2, which is dealing with officers in charge. There's a questions pertaining last sentence to what's appropriate should be addressed to an officer or full-time staff. Just calling that out. They're not per se command staff or an officer at that point, but is that still okay?
Yeah, because more so it's just a line of information.
Okay, Article 4, moving along, Section 1, resignation, cites the inactive form in Appendix A. I imagine you want to call out that's in the policy Appendix A, because there's no Appendix A in the bylaws.
Yes.
Okay,
Unless we add the appendix from the policy.
yep, either or, that would be your call. I know the form was in the policies that we've been looking through, and that makes sense to leave it there.
Yeah.
If you reference it, that would be fine as well.
Okay.
Is that okay to reference? I think you just need to add inactive form in policy Appendix A. Would probably be sufficient.
If it's just that, what's the policy?
It's just a form.
It should just have the
It's
whole
just
title.
It's just a form for filling out that you're moving yourself to be inactive.
But it should have the whole title of the policy, so there's no
Yes,
confusion.
yep, yep.
That's, did you catch that, Chad?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the next section is section 3, under Article 4 is the license certification requirements. You're referencing it says reference bylaws in parentheses in that first paragraph,
Yeah.
but they should probably be referencing the policies that are lined in 5.34 A, B, C, and D, correct?
I think they were more referencing the previous statement of what a good standing member would be. Just to try to define.
I understand the intent, but it says reference bylaws, in good standing reference bylaws. And then you have numbers that are, I'm assuming are calling out the policy book.
Yes, I believe so.
So I don't know if you want to add any wording to that, just say referencing policies.
Yeah, that would- should be like above the listed ABCD.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's wordsmithing. I don't think intent is really being changed there, but, I think that's,
I just have one question, you can finish doing yours. She's got
yep,
one.
go ahead.
Well, I was just questioning on page 6, your appointment by the chief, the lieutenant, and the 3 EMS. Are all of those already on the wage schedule?
What's that?
The appointment by the chief, it's on your page 6, 2 lieutenants, and then 3 EMS positions? And is that all on the wage schedule? We just
Yeah.
went through all of that, and that's why I was trying to see if she could find it. I just wanted to make sure we're matching.
Yeah, they're all on there.
Okay. And nobody's sharing anything?
No.
Okay.
Last one I have is Article 7, Section 5, election of officers. First sentence is, officers are elected by the membership from within the membership. That's except for the chief. The chief is a recommendation to the mayor.
Isn't that in there?
It is in a different section, but this one kind of contradicts the chief,
Which one?
because it just calls all officers are elected by the membership from within the membership.
And where's that?
That's Article 7, Section 5, first
Got
sentence.
it. Yep, I already highlighted that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all I have.
Yep.
It doesn't quite state all officers, but it should designate that the chief is appointed by the mayor.
Just to be consistent with the other spots.
Yep.
I believe it's in there in the previous section in the bylaws, but just to stay consistent, it should have that in there.
Since they're included in
No, I know,
ordinance,
that's what I was looking
I want to make sure that there isn't conflicts, I guess.
for.
That's all I have. Your pleasure. Do you want to take this back and clean it up one more time and bring it next month?
Can do that.
There's nothing pressing.
No, it's pretty much
We don't have.
what it is.
Yep.
So
We have-
it's nothing's getting changed. It's just.
Just
Yeah.
words, yeah. Okay, I appreciate it, Chad. Thanks
So-
for getting that, and the membership getting that back to us.
Chad,
Yep.
Lana found the spreadsheet where we were working back and forth and making sure all the numbers are right.
Mhm.
So we have, obviously, the lieutenants, the captains, and all that good stuff. Then we have an EMS training coordinator, which is on here,
Mhm.
and then an EMS service director assistant. Yeah, as one EMS service director assistant. You
And then-
have a director, a service director, and assistant service director. So you got 3, we only have 2.
I don't know why the service director will have to be removed, because that's the chief.
That is the chief?
It is the chief or the assistant chief.
Okay, so that should get,
That should be removed.
okay,
Because
perfect.
it's not on the schedule.
Correct, it's not on the pay
Yeah,
schedule.
it's not on there, so I
Right.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
That's in the bylaws itself?
Yeah.
As
yeah, that's by appointed by the
appointed by the chief, yeah.
chief. Page 6. Because I knew I wanted to make darn sure we're all matching.
Yep, matchy,
We've had
matchy.
too many
We
mistakes.
went over that quite a bit, I can't believe that got missed, so.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Believe me, we look at a lot of words sitting up here. All right,
All
any
right.
other questions or comments regarding the bylaws?
Should it be an easy enough one to bring it back in next
I would,
month?
I would say so if we want to,
Put it to
defer?
council?
or just if someone wants to make a motion to recommend to defer at council.
Or do you want to see it one
Imagine
more
it.
time?
Or do you want to? see
I don't
it?
think we need to see it here.
Okay. That's what he's asking.
Yeah. Where will move to refer fire department bylaws to the council with tonight's corrections, minor typos.
Haslam, second.
Motion by Wired, second by Haslai. All those in favor, say
Aye.
aye. Aye. Motion carries. New business, January 2026 financial statements. I'll take a motion as a whole for all of those, unless there's questions.
Anybody?
Where,
All right.
where we move to accept the financial statements, payroll of $108,114.21, general disbursements of $1,489,560.85, and the clerk, the treasurer's report on file at City Hall.
Haslam, second.
Sure, take it easy.
It's
now.
funny.
Yeah, right.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 5B, Resolution 2606, Fire Department Walking Trail Grant Application.
Not fire department.
Yep. That's B, right? 5B.
5B,
Fireman's Park.
Fireman's
Ah,
Park.
I didn't
Walking-
hear the park.
Walking
I
Trail
heard
Grant
fireman.
Application.
Nothing to do with the firemen. We're good.
Dave,
We're
would you
good.
like to make a comment about this?
Yeah, as you can see, we are going out for an RTP grant through the Knowles Nelson Stewardship Grant through the DNR. For that grant application process, we need a resolution. The grant does cap at $100,000, but you will see.
120.
Huh?
120.
Our payment would be 20 if it capped out at the 100,000. It's 80-20,
Correct.
yeah.
It's just the grant.
So-
is 120.
Says the grant max is a 120.
It is. The max award.
The max award is 100. Our portion of it, if we got the full max, would be the 20,000. It maxes at 100,000.
She specifically wrote in here, the max award is 100, it's an 80-20 split, so the project cost would need to be at least 120,000 to maximize the grant.
That would get us to the full 100,000.
Right.
Yeah. But we need the resolution. You can see on the engineering that it is more than the 120. She told us that we shouldn't change that number right now, just so we could get the full grant. And then we can adjust that number. The path that we're speaking of is tearing out and replacing the path that leads from the West Side Bridge by Mill Street and Borman, all the way out to the Park Road behind Field B and Field C. So Chad and I have already gone over numbers. If we need to make an amendment when it comes to it, if we do receive the grant, that we can move it to certain areas that we would see being replaced over the whole entire project. But she did want us to keep it in the resolution, wanted to keep it at the full price so we could possibly get the full amount.
This path has been
Yeah.
on the radar for quite a while, it's massively sinking. Yeah.
Today we did get some bad news. The Knowles Nelson Stewardship grant stuff through the DNR has been on the Senate and Assembly floors for amendments or whether or not they were going to continue it. Today, it did not reach the Senate. It made it out of the Senate subcommittee. The Senate wasn't going to get enough votes, so they took it off the calendar, so it'll be moving now to the March session. We still want to go through the resolution and still going through the grant writing and stuff like that in preparation, so we are ready to go, because it is still due on March 1st.
This was an ask.
Correct.
So
Right,
we still want to go forward with it. We still want to get a resolution just in case in the future, if it does pass, we are on that list.
And just for your information, the grant agreements can take 6 to 12 months. They would anticipate that the design would be in 2027 and construction is 2028. So this would be something that we'll find out earlier if we get it or we don't get it, and either way, this will be part of our budget for.
We would still have time to raise some
2027,
funds
28.
before.
Sure.
I'm sure it'll be cheaper.
Before we.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Your costs are only gonna go down.
Yes.
Yeah. So just so you know that this isn't anything that's gonna happen this budget
Yeah,
cycle.
it's not gonna be this year.
Right.
And it's a reimbursement.
Correct.
We have to pay it
Upfront.
upfront, and then we are reimbursed
Right.
in the 2028 or 2029.
And the city has until, anybody does, till June 30th of 29.
Yep.
So obviously, we're gonna get this done in 28 because we'll never get a project like that done in the spring. So it would be all done and taken care of in 2028. Just so you know, all the details.
Fingers crossed.
Yes,
As long as,
yes.
as long as Marshall quits opening up the dam and dumps a bunch of water on us.
Any other questions or comments? If not,
Wyatt will move to approve resolution 2026-06, Fireman Park Walking Trail Grant Application.
Haslett will second.
motion by Wired, second by Haslide. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 5C, Resolution 2026-08, Police Department Grant for Body Wearable Cameras. I believe most of that content is in your packet. It's an SRT, Small Rural Tribal Grant Program. Dave, do you want to speak to it, or Dennis,
So-
either one?
I'm seeking the resolution. I spoke with yourself and the mayor a little bit about it. The electronic era is what it is, and they keep getting more and more expensive. And this, I'm seeking this grant. It's a 1-for-1 or in kind as well. Body wearable cameras are running anywhere from 50,000 for what we would need, all the way up to almost 100,000, depending on what distributor you went with. You're also looking at cloud storage. Nobody does physical storage anymore. Everything's going to the cloud, so there's a maintenance fee. Most everything that I've looked into thus far has an unlimited cloud storage with a maintenance plan for about 5 years. Most of them are running at about a 5-year to 10-year plan. So a maintenance fee could be anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a month. But if you do the 5-year plan, that's kind of all tucked in there. The grant that I'm applying for, as I said, is a 1-for-1. I'm coming to the board. I do not know how much. It doesn't tell you how much you would be granted. Based on the numbers that I have for 2025 and 2026 for cameras, as I said, they can vary. Obviously, we would want to pick probably the mid-range for quality. Right now, that's Motorola and that's running about 57,000. So with the grant, depending on what the grant would pay, it would be 1 for 1. So I'm coming to see if the board would be able to cover that 1 for 1. Also in that, there's an in-kind as well, so anything that we would use for man hours, for training on those, setting them up, that would be covered. That would be covered under the grant as well.
Sounds good. Do you know approximately when they release the results on who? is
That
awarded?
does not say in any of the information that I've looked up. It only gives me an end date of March 12th, 2026 at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time.
To receive the application?
I'm sorry?
To receive the
Yeah,
application?
for me to finish it, or
Yeah,
or
the
to start
deadline
it
is
and get
March
it done.
Yep.
Do you know like the typical lifespan of those? Like how long do they typically last before you're looking at replacing?
That varies by distributor, all of that. Usually I'm gonna say, the ones that we have now are obsolete. We can no longer get any kind of replacement parts for them. They don't make them anymore. And they've lasted us approximately 8 years now. We have a few left in storage that can be used, but eventually they're gonna run out and we're gonna be left with a decision to make.
How many do you need?
We need at least 9 body wearable cameras, and then we're gonna have to replace at least 2 of the in-squad cameras as well.
Well, it's interesting that it doesn't tell you, you can apply by that deadline and the notices get awarded on.
Yeah.
That
I've
was-
never
that was sort of
seen-
my question.
Yeah, I've never seen a grant do that.
And I looked everywhere in the website for that specific website, and it does not give you any kind of
So it
idea
may
how
be in
long
your
it would
detail
take.
when you go online to fill the form out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So, I mean, this is, obviously has to go in front of council. It's probably the bigger question is twofold. One, is it something we want to continue funding for the police force, body wearable cameras? Is that going to be something we want to do? And two, if we don't get a grant, is it still a capital item going forward?
Or do we budget for it in
Or
2020?
or do we budget for it the
27.
next year
Yeah.
and roll it into some type of program?
In 27.
So
Correct.
it kind of lends, if we're gonna apply for a grant, we have to commit to maintaining camera program, right?
Mhm.
So that's probably the first question, you know. We would probably have to spell that out at council before we bring it forward, is that it is a commitment of this kind of program going forward, which,
But if I understand how a lot of these grants work, and I can't specifically speak to this one, we can get awarded and deny it.
Yep.
It's not a good thing to
Not
do that,
accept.
right?
Right.
But I would hope there's more information that's gonna come out that, you know, because I know these grants, you have to have this resolution done in
Yep.
advance.
yep,
But not knowing exactly when it's, you know, you may get awarded in 26, but it might not come through till 27. Because pretty much everybody's gonna have to be able to budget for it, so I would suspect there'll be more info on it.
but as you alluded to when we were meeting before and discussing it, some departments have gone away from it just because of funding, the lack thereof, so on and so forth, so.
What are the departments doing that are going away from it? Like, I guess I feel like it's something that's needed, so like, what, is there something they're doing in replace of
No.
doing? They're just not having anything.
Truly, as long as we can hang onto the program, we're better off.
Oh, yeah.
$50,000 in liability
Oh, yeah.
is nothing.
Is
and
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
as many times as it saved us, it would pay for itself over.
Yep.
Yep, 4.5 cameras are $261,000. So if you get 10, you're probably 3 and 2 car cameras. What's a car camera cost? Is that different than cost than a body worn?
Yes.
Presumably less. All right, regardless. I'm for it.
Regardless, right,
Regardless, I'm for it, Dave. You don't have
I
to.
was just throwing that in there
Yeah.
as a point
right.
No,
of debate, because it is,
the way people are now, I would just as soon have our officers as protected as we can.
absolutely.
Right.
I'm 100% with you on that.
So I just putting out a number so
Yep.
we know what we're
So are
potentially
you,
looking at.
So are we motioning this to go to council?
it's
then
on the
to
Yes.
vote on?
agenda, yeah. So just a quick question. So in your grant application, do you have to put in the number that you want?
I'm
You said
assuming,
8.
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
I haven't gotten into the grant
Sure.
application because I need to know,
Right.
or I wanna make sure that prior to doing that, when I put that information in there,
Mhm.
I have the backing of the board to cover whatever, that one for one.
Got it.
Gotta know where to start first.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
I would love to
8's
have
your
a lot
number?
more answers than questions.
it is an odd grant. I've never seen one like this before.
But it's specifically set up for our kind of agency that is rural and under, was it 50 sworn employees. It's set up just for those kind of
Yeah.
departments.
Good.
I would anticipate a lot of competition.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would think so. But that's the way with all grants. It's not just
Yep,
the
for
smaller
sure.
one, you know, the smaller ones are just as
Yeah.
sought after.
Well, cool, make a motion for resolution 2608 to allow the police department to apply for this grant for the cameras. Recommendation to council.
Where will second?
A motion was second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carried. 5D, police chief retirement. I will entertain a motion to go to closed session.
Where will move to go into closed session?
2 items we should get some ideas on. One is department head reviews and scheduling. Those are probably gonna be a special meeting.
Yes.
And if we want to try to knock most of all those out in one session, we can have a,
I would like no more than 2 sessions, but I don't wanna keep employees here much later than, I mean, if we could start something at 5:30 and not drag it out too far.
Yep.
Is that the earliest you can get here?
Uh,
I think you're the farthest.
Safely.
That's fine.
5:30. Okay, does staff wanna reach out? We can do it via email, maybe some options on when best to meet and see if we're all agreeable, since we're not gonna have time to really
Yeah, I can
nail
just-
that down right now.
I'll just shoot you my calendar.
Okay, that's fine. Is that okay, Lana?
That is fine.
And lastly is, I entertained a conversation with a township treasurer that has questions about the fire department funding process with capital items and so on and so forth. Knowing that we discussed this during budget season, that we were going to formulate a ad hoc committee to discuss funding of the fire and EMS going forward. That would be another set of probably additional meetings starting in March or April.
Had a budget.
Once again, I'll have staff probably reach out to townships and reach out to this committee to find out what that is, as well as the fire chief and any person that he deems should be on that committee from that department.
Who's reaching out?
Do you want me to do that?
Do you want-
Yeah,
do
I
you
can,
feel-
I can,
Then I'll
yep.
send you
that?
my calendar. as well.
Okay, all right.
And just knowing that these two things are coming up in the next few months that we're gonna have to,
Yep, absolutely.
address.
So one representative from each township. Is that-
Yeah, the township's already, I've talked to him on the phone, he was
Okay.
down here, asking questions of Gene.
Okay.
Wants education on the process, so
Sure.
I
Okay.
think as we get into it, we'll start from past history and move forward on how things are going. It's helpful that Jenny's been attending meetings at the county level, talking about funding for fire and EMS going forward at the county level, and some of that will probably come into play with this committee that, or commission that we put together, so knowing those are two important things. Anybody else have anything on the task list that is pressing that we should get an asterisk on for next meeting?
Nothing to add.
Hasley will make a motion to adjourn.
Wired will second.
Motion from Hasley, second by Wyatt. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I don't think there's a camera.
We are adjourned.
Call the council meeting to order. Sarah's on vacation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Austin Cooler.
Charles Cole here.
Griffin here.
Thomas here.
Wired here.
Hasley here.
And I believe Sarah is on a beach somewhere.
Perfect.
Meeting minutes approval or corrections of February 5th.
Austin Cooler make a motion to approve meeting minutes from February 5th, 2026.
Charles Cole second.
Motion by Austin, second by Charlie Cool to approve the meeting minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll abstain.
Thank you. Motion carried. Citizen input. I know what you're all here for. You want your picture taken, so I'm happy about, oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Anyone here for citizen comment? DJ? Sure.
My name is Deidre. I'm coming to let you know, we had our first meeting today for our 2026 Fill the Squad event. So we'll be bringing that back this year. It will be August 11th, Tuesday, August 11th at the Waterloo Fireman's Park from 6 to 8 p.m. We have a lot of really fun things going forward again this year. We think it's been a great success the last 2 years. And with partnering with fire department, the police department, utilities, parks, everything. It's really a great community event. We have applications in for the helicopter already, so we're hoping that that can come back this year. And just different ways to get different departments and outside, like police enforcement and stuff too, to come join us as well to make it a much bigger event. So we are excited that that is coming back for 2026.
Great. Thank you very
Awesome.
much. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead, Maureen.
Right.
You don't have to stand up if you don't want to. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
You can
Thanks.
sit. No problem.
And I don't want to turn my back to you people, but I have to. My legs are gonna go. I want to talk about the water tower, and I'll try to keep it to 3 minutes. If you give me a signal 2, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
You're in charge of that.
And when I can start now?
Go right ahead.
Okay. We had a meeting at the Historical Society on the 14th. I was shocked at Van Holten's statement that my Maureen Geesey, have created a shit barrel. I have never in my life heard that phrase used for me. He referred to a talk that he had with the mayor on the 12th, I believe, and he invited me to a meeting and I couldn't make it. And you told me that you had a letter that he will read. He did not read any letter. He just went on blasting at me about the water tower. I was shocked to hear that he said 2 attorneys were going to sue me. I said, go ahead. And he said because of the Facebook statements and statements that I write for the newspaper and articles for the society. I was shocked to find out that the local statutes 65, and I think I sent this to you, Mayor, Statute 6591G funds were accepted by the Wisconsin statutes for removal of the water tower. This is because the...
You have 1 minute left.
It's 2 minutes or 3?
1 minute.
1 minute left.
1 minute up?
Yeah. No, you have 2 minutes, you got 1 minute left, Maureen.
Okay. And that the funds were going to be granted to Waterloo Utilities and the council mayor soon. He also talked about a developer, and the developer, mayor has told me about it too, that is interested in the land. I'm not quite sure which land, where the water tower is situated. I believe it's near the schools that were here long ago that I attended. I would like to have a town meeting called for the information that you gave Dale and clarified, and also about the property that is being considered for the development of I don't know what, so.
And I said it. It's good.
Thank you very much.
Very long one. All right, go ahead, Heather.
Just wait 1 second,
Oh,
please.
yeah.
Let me get back to where I should be. Okay.
Also pertaining to the water tower, good evening, my name is Heather Young. I'm a resident of Waterloo. I'm here to address the sudden shift in our timeline for the 1910 Carousel Water Tower and to formally request a 6-month stay of execution on any demolition contracts. This is a request that the mayor recently described in writing as reasonable. To ensure we are all operating from the same set of facts, I want to clarify the numbers being discussed behind closed doors. Fact 1, in the 2024 Dixon Engineering Report commissioned by the city, found that the tower to be in good condition. Fact 2, the same report quoted the structural repairs approximately $8,000. Fact 3, in 2024, the city's own insurance valued the tower at $990,000 for replacement. Despite these facts, the Utility Commission is currently pursuing a $75,000 demolition, spending $10,000 on engineering fees, just to bid out the destruction of nearly $1 million public asset. Beyond the finances, there is a breakdown in transparency. In August 2025, the city documented that the tower was safe until 2027. This timeline was suddenly moved up without any new engineering report or public hearing. Furthermore, the city council previously voted 7-0 to move forward with the MOU understanding to save the tower. Records show that the MOU was never returned to the council for a final vote. Legally, the Utility Commission, which operates under the general control of this council, per statute 66.0805. We are not here to debate the sentiment, we're here to debate the process. Why is the city choosing to spend $75,000 on a destruction over an $8,000 repair? And why was the 2027 promise broken? And why is $10,000 in fees being paid to dismantle an asset that engineers say is structurally sound? We asked for the 6-month stay of preservation grants we were promised time to find. We cannot apply for grants if we were never given the chance and if the tower is in danger of being dismantled. Thank you.
Anyone else? So, public comment, you can certainly say whatever you want. It is free speech. We cannot vote on it or make any recommendations, but I do have the ability to correct things. So the letter you're talking about was the exact email I sent you. It's the exact email. And I replied again to you, Maureen, that was copied to Dale per his request. Whatever he said and did at that meeting, that's on Dale, that's not on me. So that information was already out there. I have absolutely no idea what funds you are referring to, because absolutely none of that has ever happened. And as far as everything else you just said, this is with the utilities. The city does not own the tower. It is a ratepayer tower. I have clarified that so many times. So if you want a stay of execution, please attend a utility meeting and ask them. And what you're supposed to do then is come up with a plan. This has been out there since 2024. To date, there has been no meeting, no fundraising, no efforts, nothing has happened. So if you want 6 months, you have to show what it is you're going to do and how much money you are going to raise.
There has been no time. 'Cause it
Stop,
wasn't
this is
done.
my time. There has been plenty of time. This has been out there for a very long time. So the report that is still scrolling on the city website is 100% correct. Your $8,000 and all of that stuff is absolutely incorrect. So I highly recommend anybody that is interested in this, please read the report. It is very clear how much it's going to cost, how much it's going to be to replace it or to repair it, and then you have to repaint the entire structure that's on there. I can't tell you how to read something, but it is there. So I am just going to let it be that if you want to do something, come up with a plan. If you want it to be stopped for 6 more months, attend a utility meeting. We're not in charge of that. All right, moving on. Meeting summaries, the CDA was canceled. Finance, Charlie.
Finance meeting, covered a little bit of ground today. Most of everything that is on the agenda later on was what we discussed, so.
Correct. Consent agenda items, everything is in your packet. I think the Humane Society is missing, but
Yes.
I do have 2 things that I do want to discuss. One is on the fire, the other one was library, but Sarah's not here.
Oh, I did add in not late, but this afternoon, library that I received from Kelly yesterday. So there is some new
More
documents
stuff.
in here, but I'm not sure what your library question is, so.
No, that's okay, I can certainly ask her about it. It was
Okay.
something to do with the calendar and all kinds of stuff that she had
Okay.
on there that I've
Okay.
never seen before.
Nope.
So it's Humane Society, they always send everything in late, so that one I did
It's been a
get.
struggle since they have their new building this year. I keep asking, and it's been a struggle.
Yeah, I know. So, Chief, so I just got a question because I've been following your minutes, and the ambulance update has been this moving target. And now it looks like we might actually have a goal that it's actually gonna be in service in April?
Yes, possibly in April. We're looking to get it in, another 2 weeks? We should be receiving it. 2.5.
Good.
We should be receiving it. It has to get lettered, it has to get inspected by DOT,
Yeah.
and our members have to get trained on it before it goes into service.
And don't we have cots and all that stuff to get?
Cots and
put
then
in?
driving experience before we put it
Yeah.
on the road.
So that is finally happening. I'm very happy to hear that.
How many
And-
miles are we gonna have on it by that time?
Not too many. It'll be good break-in miles.
Right.
Good, so I'm happy to hear that. Then website and Facebook, I just wanted to point that out, that was listed in there. I know we talked about it. So you want a link, a Facebook, or excuse me, a website on the city website for us to
Page.
manage?
A page,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
instead of your separate one?
Instead of a separate one.
Okay.
So the website that we have currently, or is going to be taken away.
Okay, so
And then we'll
please get with her and
Yes.
I would love to see that updated, that would be great. And, yeah, the bylaws we're already talking about. And I love that you guys put in follow-up of your calls and your critique and all that stuff, so that's nice, except we were very busy last month. All right, so, that's all I wanted, if anybody else has anything they want to say, otherwise it just requires a motion to approve.
Thomas make a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Austin Cool, to approve the consent agenda items. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, recommendations of boards, committees, and commissions, finance personnel. Charlie.
School makes a motion to accept the January 2026 financial statements, payroll in the amount of $108,114.21, general disbursements in the amount of $1,489,560.85, and the clerk treasurer's report on file at City Hall here.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Charlie, second by Austin. Roll call.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles School, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Wyatt, yes.
Hassel, yes.
Motion carried. Resolution 2026-03. Do you believe that's deferred?
Yes, fire department bylaws, we have a pretty much a 98 or 99% agreement on a few wordsmithing that needs to be done. So I will make a motion to defer those bylaws approval till next month.
And that goes directly to council,
Goes directly to council.
Yep.
The first meeting in March, we're talking, correct?
as long as
I don't have any.
If it's
chief
done
has
by
her
then,
done.
yes.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Charlie, second by Austin Cool to defer the bylaws until the meeting in March. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, 2026-06, Fireman's Park Walking Trail Grant. Do you want,
Gabe, you wanna,
Gabe?
So we're applying for a grant to take out and replace the walking trail that is behind Squisky Field leading out to Field B and C. To apply for that grant, we need a resolution. The grant is an 80-20 grant. Max funding is $100,000, where $20,000 would fall on the City of Waterloo. In the engineering plans, you can see that the cost is above the 120, it's at 205. I'm talking to Tammy Hampton from Kunkel. She wanted us to keep it at that, so this way we would qualify for the full grant amount. She didn't want us to amend it or anything like that. Today we did get some bad news. We don't know yet what that's going to happen with the grant process. The Knowles Nelson Stewardship Grant, which this is through, got taken off the Senate calendar for funding this morning. They're hoping that it'll be put back on the calendar and they'll have enough votes for it in the March session. But with that said, we still want to apply for the grant. To apply for the grant, we need the resolution. The grant is due March 1st. Obviously, the March session happens after March 1st. So we still want to go through with it. We still want to put in for the grant, just hoping that it does pass through the state and Senate. So that is therefore why a resolution is sitting in front of you.
with that said, Cool make a motion to approve resolution 2026-06, authorizing the city to go for this grant for the park walking trails.
I probably should also let you know that this isn't a grant we're going to be rewarded in 2026. It's a reimbursement grant. The project wouldn't happen until most likely 2028, and then we would be reimbursed in 2029. So that the resolution isn't for anything that is in 2026.
Budget. Right. Thank you.
Wyatt will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Wired to approve Resolution 2026-06. Roll call.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cool, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Wyatt, yes.
Hassel, yes.
Motion carried. Resolution 2026-08, Police Department Grant for Body Wearable Cameras.
This is the police department is seeking to go out and apply for a grant for cameras. The camera systems that they have in place right now are beginning to be obsolete. So they're they found a grant that is available out there to apply for. It's a small rural tribal grant program that's out there. It's a 1-to-1 or in-kind matching grant. So, Dave, if you have anything else to add on that, basically, it's a matching grant that will help us fund the replacement of the camera systems that is so vital to that department. Anything to add? Go right ahead.
Just to build off of that a little bit, it doesn't give me any information other than what you have. So in that, I need to know, I have to be able to tell them that there is a resolution in place to have the one-to-one. It also doesn't say if it'll be granted in 26 or 27. Body wearable cameras are very expensive and they keep going up. A lot of it is also cloud storage now, and there's no physical storage. It will, if granted, it'll help us a lot in purchasing them. Body wearable cameras are anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 and up, depending on what distributor you go with. So we're just trying to find ways that we can offset the cost and make it easier for us. Everybody has their own views on them. I think Chief said it best, that it saves us some liability. It keeps us honest.
With that said, I will make a motion to approve resolution 2026-08 for the police department to apply for a grant.
Griffin, second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Griffin, to approve Resolution 2026-08, even though we don't necessarily have a lot of numbers to it. Roll call.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cool, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Where, yes.
Hasley, yes.
Motion carried. This is where you get to add Dennis. Dennis, please to come up here. This is the fun part that I get to do. We can hold that, because that is yours to keep forever. Still need my glasses. So this is a proclamation for Dennis's retirement. Whereas Dennis Sorensen has honorably served the City of Waterloo for over 28 years, demonstrating unwavering dedication, integrity, and leadership to the service of the community. Dennis began as a patrolman in March 3rd, 1997. He was promoted to sergeant in April of 2008. In 2009, he became lieutenant, and in December 31st of 2013, he became the Waterloo Chief of Police. Throughout a distinguished career, Dennis has exemplified the highest standards of professionalism, courage, and commitment to public safety. Dennis has led this with distinction through complex challenges, always prioritizing the welfare of residents, safety of the officers, and strengthening the community trust. The citizens and officials of Waterloo are deeply grateful to Dennis and for his service sacrifice. Also, he was in the military as well, so he was coming and going, and he was a very, very busy man. So that's not even in here, but get us proud there too. After more than 28 years of loyal service, Dennis has announced his retirement, marking the conclusion of an extraordinary career dedicated to public service. Therefore, I, Jennifer Quimby, Mayor of the City of Waterloo, do hereby recognize and honor Dennis for outstanding service and declare March 3rd, which is his retirement date, Chief Sorensen Day. Where are you?
Thank you, Dennis.
That's words. All right. All right, Planning Commission. No, I'm sorry, Resolution 2026-07, the appointment of the replacement police chief. Would you like to take that?
Sure. The mayor had recommended the new police chief, to be an internal a promotion. We're fortunate to have Dave Warning be recommended by the mayor and also from the finance committee as well. So I will make the motion to appoint Dave Warning.
Warner. Warning
Sorry.
is McKay. I know, I do that too.
It's very close, so.
Warning is at McKay.
It's,
Got it.
yeah, at McKay, so Dave Warner, sorry, as the Waterloo Police Chief.
Thomas will second.
Oh, yes, effective March
Effective, yeah,
4th.
March 4th, correct.
And we'll have your own photo op that day. All right, so, motion by Charlie Cool, second by Tim Thomas. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations. All right, now to the Planning Commission. 508 South Washington Street, this came from the Planning Commission. We had a little delay from getting some numbers back and forth, but this is recommended from the Planning Commission and authorized by the city engineer. This is the Marshall property at 516 South Washington, which is taking part of the property and going into the back of the house next to that at 508. So it just requires council approval. If you have any questions. And it's upside down. There we go.
More of a challenge.
There we go. Yeah. So it's adding this back piece. So Marshall's property is this big, long, kind of a L thing. And so this particular house just took the rest of the property going all the way to the little river back there.
Charles Cool will make the motion to approve the CSM for 508 Washington Street.
Wyatt will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Wyatt to approve the Planning Commission CSM. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
I abstain.
Pardon me? Oh, I thought you said something. You abstain, okay. All right, and then I have Resolution 2026-09, which will be deferred until this is ready. We're still going back and forth with the agreement. Planning Commission did approve the CSM, but we're having some issues going back and forth with some of the properties, so that will be deferred until it is ready.
I will make a motion to defer Resolution 2026-09.
Wyatt will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Wyatt to defer until it is ready. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. New business regarding 333 Portland Road freeze agreement. Is he here? Oh, there you are. I'm looking right at you. So we have Jim Hartung from Valito Homes that is here. So this is, once again, going to be a 90-day freeze agreement, and he is going to be doing some work on the property to verify what he can and cannot build. Would you like to speak?
Yeah, I mean, we just want to go through some due diligence to determine, you know, kind of the highest and best use for that property, so. Hence the reason for the freeze agreement.
Correct. Yes. So, we've been down this road before, so hopefully one of these times it's gonna work. So, just requires council approval for the freeze agreement. Unless you have any questions, by all means ask.
Wyatt will move to approve the freeze agreement
Austin
for
Cool, second.
333 Portland Road.
Lot number 2. Motion by Wyatt, second by Austin Cool to approve the freeze agreement. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Then, recognizing the fire department officers and the new assistant chief of police. And I do believe.
Chief of Fire.
See, chief of fire. Jeez, I got police on the brain.
We're correcting each other tonight.
It's good teamwork.
I even wrote it down and I said it wrong.
I do that all the time. Can't they just be different names? And they both got to be a Dave, too. All right.
Yeah.
So these are the new, well, not necessarily all new, but Gary Whitebird for sure is the new assistant chief. And I asked them to be here because we never get to see you guys. And you're all dressed up so pretty. So first I would like a picture with you and chief, and then I would like, please, a group shot. You're back on. You can be in the middle, sir.
All right.
Yeah. I want to shake your hand. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Stay close. Thank you. Officers, please come up.
So we've got,
Yep, introduce.
first captain, come on up, Keenan Herring. Second captain, Colton Butzine. First lieutenant, Jason Butzine. Second lieutenant, Matt Petrie. Third lieutenant, Ben Weber. And our PIO officer, Kevin Siebert.
We don't have a fire truck behind us, so this is.
Smell big, guys.
Thank you. Thank you all. Congratulations. All right. Future agenda items and announcements. Is there anything going on? It's not Easter yet, so we don't have a
Can I
bunny.
mention one more thing?
Certainly.
I forgot to mention with Fill the Squad, as part of our meeting today, we had some leftover money from all of our sponsorships last year. We are actually donating $450 to the school lunch program this coming Monday as part of our gift back to the community. So we just wanted you guys to know that. And we're excited to continue to, increase our sponsorships and give back to the community with our Fill the Squad event.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Anybody else?
I appreciate applause at council meetings.
I like people being here.
It's a nice
Yes.
change.
Just having visitors is fun.
Yes. Charles Cool make a motion to adjourn.
Laird will second.
Motion by Charlie Coe, second by Ware to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Said no one ever. Thank you all for being here. Have a lovely evening.